And with my experience, I know for a fact that CPR does save lives. 1 out of every 3 people in the United States dies from cardiac disease. So you'd never know when you might be in a place where somebody needs CPR and you can help them.
Someone told me in one of the classes that I taught that they were at church. A child collapsed and was unresponsive, and they were able to do CPR until the EMTs got there, and now the child is in 5th grade.
On July 5th of this year, my mom, who is visiting me, she suddenly came to me and told me, son, I am getting a pain on my left shoulder and also having breathing issues. My dad, who was there, right there, just told, it just could be something to do with her, some small breathing issues. We both dad and I kind of ignored her pain. Less than 2 minutes, my mom came back with the same symptom. Right away at that point, I knew something is absolutely wrong. I picked up the phone, called Dr. Joshi. You know what Dr. Joshi told me? Hang up the phone, call 911. My mom was diagnosed by a 100% block. My mom survives. He's part of my family, my kid, my daughter, only because of that 911 call. Do 911 call and also understand CPR, and you never know what can happen, and you could help your family, a friend, or even a person in life. Life is priceless. Be there when you need it.
We have a very personal story to share with you all today. We had a 17-month-old boy who we lost last September. He was healthy and the most perfect baby I have ever seen. So on the day of the event, I got him ready to take care and I dropped him off.
Then they fed him lunch, they put all the kids to sleep, and when it's time to wake up all the kids, they tried to wake him up and he wouldn't wake up. So they called 911, ambulance came in. They took him to the Harrisburg Hospital, and then from there they took him to the Children's Special Hospital in Hershey. They kept him on the lifeline for 3 or 4 days, but he wouldn't wake up.
If Manu's story inspires one of us here to learn CPR and save a life, we feel that his life has been given a whole new meaning.
You are my perfect mirror, you show me what I'm not. In the endless pit of what once was me.
I had undergone CPR training a couple of months back. I felt it was very important. The training is just under 3 hours. So it's just worth many lives. Please go through the training so that you can be prepared and be part of an important part of someone's life.
It is important to say thanks in life. And what could you be more thankful for than saving a life? Learn CPR.
Be prepared.
Save a life.
I recently got a chance to learn CPR. Life is really precious. After learning CPR, you have that power in your hand to save that precious life. You never know when that moment comes in front of you where you can get the chance to save someone's life. It could be your own near and dear one or an absolute stranger. But life is precious. Learn CPR.
Be prepared. Save a life. Learn CPR.
Be prepared and save a life.
Learn CPR. Be prepared
And save a life.
Learn CPR.
Be prepared and save a life.
Learn CPR. Be prepared. Save a life.
A great public health activity from Sangamam involving common people
who have absolutely no medical background. I love it.
So as physician members of the community, what Renu and I will do for you a little later on in the program is to actually provide you some on-the-ground training, some practical training on CPR and some very concrete skills that you're able to take back home. And while we wish you never reach that opportunity or you never run into that opportunity, but if you do, what a great way you will be able to save a life, perhaps of your own loved one. Stay tuned for some fun and interactive activity.